So yesterday we got a little look at Sonic X Shadow Generation's Prologue, Dark Beginnings. And thankfully it wasn't like the Knuckles Prologue situation where we only got like 10 seconds for a single shot. But instead, we get a whole minute and a half of footage from the series. Yes, a series, because we're getting 3 whole episodes of this, and it's gonna be a little mini series. So today, I want to go over everything that we've seen and dissect it to try to predict some things that we can expect from the prologue and from Sonic X Shadow Generations. So, we jump into the animation and we start off with Shadow stressing about Maria, basically saying that he's supposed to be the ultimate life form and the ultimate cure for Maria's sickness, but she's still not cured yet. So already we can decipher a few things. The first thing is that this is probably a flashback that Shadow is having, and we're probably going to get more than just a basic Shadow watching Maria die backstory, and we're actually going to get a way more in-depth look at Shadow's backstory that we've never gotten before. And after that, Maria goes in to hug Shadow, telling him that it's okay. Now this shot, man, this shot is everything to me, man. Cause yo, just besides the fact it shows their brother-sister dynamic, right? Shadow on the verge of tears. You can argue with me, those eyes are on the verge of tears, right? About not being able to heal her, but Maria is able to come. I'm sorry, bro. This is the most adorable thing I've ever seen, bruh. Oh, it hurt my heart. But going back to the animation, Maria's words are cut off by an explosion outside of the arc. And through the fire, we see the one and only Emeral. What the fuck? Now, if you're not in the know, you might be wondering, why is Emeral here? But if you're a Sonic lore fanatic, you are probably geeking out, because this is a deep cut. Emeral was a robot created 4,000 years ago by an ancient civilization and is like one of the most powerful beings in the Sonic universe, right? He destroyed a whole civilization called the Fourth Great Civilization, and 4,000 years later, Gerald Robotnik found General, and in order to try and stop him from destroying the Ark and try to suppress his violent tendencies, he reprogrammed General with the quote-unquote soul of Maria, not really the soul, but kind of like reprogrammed his AI to be more emotion-based to try to calm him down. And we can read all of this in Gerald's diary, specifically Journal 6. So what we are witnessing is the animation of this journal entry. We're finally seeing the lore team at work, and it's fucking beautiful. Maria then tells Shadow that General is heading to Gerald Robotnik's room and he needs to go save him. And as she does this, she goes to grab Shadow's hand, and for a split second, Shadow starts to glitch out, and if we slow it down, we can see gun soldiers, presumably before the moment they kill Maria. So somehow, someway, Shadow is seeing into the future. I don't know how, maybe it's a Chaos Emerald ability, but I really am excited to see how they develop this. So seeing this vision kind of gets Shadow to lock in, and he goes to save Gerald. And before he leaves, he tells Maria to stay and promising her that he will come back for her. Then Shadow runs off, and we see this beautiful shot of Maria just sitting there with the camera panning away with the lights dimming out. And can I just say, the animation style is immaculate. Studio Gigex, the folks behind this animation, seem to have this mix of like 3D and 2D. I'm not sure how they're doing it, but I am in love with it, bro. It has this mix of like 3D looking characters and 2D special effects. I cannot wait to see how this looks in the final product. And I don't know if this is intentional, but a lot of the shots give off a heavy like Neon Genesis Evangelion vibe, specifically the Rebuild series. I don't know why. Maybe it's like the mix of 2D and 3D, but for sure, some of the shots and just the way that like the camera's positioned and just some of the motifs give off heavy Evangelion vibes. And for a character like Shadow and the story that they're trying to tell, that is only a positive. That series is so focused on the characters and the internal struggles of those characters, and we're starting to see that with Shadow. That is such a good thing, and I love that I'm feeling that vibe from this. Moving on, we then cut to the room with a bunch of these pods or capsules, I don't know what they are, and we see Emeral holding Gerald by the collar, and Shadow goes to fight, and we end off the animation with this insane looking action shot. With pause on this fucking impact frame. I love impact frames, and we got impact frames, ladies and gentlemen. Now, that basically covers everything that we've seen from this animation. Now, what can we predict to see from the rest of the episodes and from the remaining episodes that are to come? Well, a few things. One, we're 100% gonna see the events of what Shadow is doing before the events of Sonic X Shadow Generations. On the poster, not only do we see Shadow, Maria, Emerald, and Gerald, we also see Rouge and Omega. So they're gonna play an important part in this little series too. We're also going to see what life was like on the Ark. We're already getting a glimpse of that with this little teaser. And it's insane, because if you think about it, we really never got to see what life was like on the Ark, besides a few cutscenes here and there from Shadow and Sonic Adventure 2. So now, we're gonna have a whole series basically having a deep dive into Shadow's backstory, and we're gonna slowly grow an attachment to these characters like Maria and Gerald like we never had it before, because we finally get to see what their life was like, and we're gonna start to understand Shadow more. And when the time comes for that moment, it's gonna hurt even more, I can guarantee it. And I also think it's the perfect time to expand the lore. We're already seeing this with one of Gerald's journals being animated with the Emeral attack, so who knows what else we might see. And I'm telling y'all, this is where the mural theory becomes canon, bro. I'm telling you. But I'm not just talking about the past. We might also see Shadow's relationship with Rouge and Omega expanded on. It finally looks like Team Dark is back after being absent for so long, and I really want to see how their dynamic is written, because those are one of the most important people to Shadow, because they're the only people that he really trusts, so it's important that you get that characterization right. And one more crack brain theory. A while ago, the Sonic X Shadow Generations Japanese website updated to show all of the playable characters, and for Shadow Generations, we saw Shadow, but then there's one character with a question mark. Now I was thinking maybe Rouge, Omega, maybe a different form of Shadow. Some people thought fucking Maria, but what if it's Emeral? It makes sense. He has some major history with Shadow, so it's not unlikely, and I didn't think that he played an important role in the animation, but now he's here. And with all this timeline stuff, he could be here. And that's what I kind of love about this part, because it could literally be anybody from any time, because we're messing with time travel, and you won't really bat an eye if somebody shows up because it's time travel. But who knows, maybe my expectations will be exceeded again, and that's why I'm so excited for this game. Every expectation I've had for this game has just been superseded by something even greater, and I haven't had that feeling for a Sonic game since Frontiers. But to be fair, the bar was really low. Now the bar is a bit higher, and now when those expectations get exceeded, it feels really good, man. But that's basically all I wanted to cover in this video. It's very interesting to see what we're doing. I didn't expect us to get a fucking 3-part series, which is, again, exceeding my expectations again. I'm so happy, bro. So we're probably gonna expect this in the fall before the game comes out, sometime in September maybe. Then right after, we're getting Sonic Movie 3. And if the leaks and the streets are telling the truth, we might get a trailer this month in July. So I'm hoping for it. It's been too damn long, but I will not be surprised if they hold out, because if y'all remember, Sonic Movie 2 came out in April, and they didn't show like the first big trailer until like 4 months after, like in December. So maybe they show it in July like the leaks are saying, maybe they show it later, I'm not sure. But that's really all I have to say in this video, ladies and gentlemen. If you guys enjoyed it, make sure to like and subscribe, turn on notifications, and comment down below. Did y'all like the animation? Did y'all are excited, even more excited for Sonic X Shadow Generations? What are y'all predictions? Because maybe I'm missing something, maybe there's something that I'm not catching, but I think I got everything pretty good here. I'm very excited for this animation now, because if we're going as far as fucking journal entries with fucking Emeral that only like super fans know, then oh my god, bro, I'm telling you that mural theory is about to be real. And I was kind of disappointed they didn't show no gameplay, but it's Anime Expo. I didn't really expect it, but it would have been nice. We might get a new trailer, like maybe like a month or so, I don't know. But I'm very excited. I can't wait for new information, and it's just prime time to be a Sonic fan right now, man. Ever since 2020, man, but now more than ever. But that's all I gotta say for today. I hope y'all enjoyed, and I'll see y'all in the next one.